How did this all come about for you, John?
I got a call from Jack Vitale saying that they were planning to do this jazz collaboration of Sondheim's work, and Steve wanted me to put it together, kind of thing. You know, they had the concept, but they didn't really know how to make the concept happen. And that was, back in the beginning of the year, I think, sometime March maybe. And I looked at the song list that Wynton Marsalis and Steve Sondheim had agreed on as being songs that would suit a jazz collaboration, and kind of put together a very loose scenario. To say a storyline is almost too grand, really, you know. But just a nice loose scenario that links the songs together, which has been such fun to do, you know. And it remains to be seen. I mean, you know, I've seen the orchestrations, as you do at this point, and they look great. But of course, you don't hear it until very near the time, because you don't get the jazz orchestra sitting in the room rehearsing with you. But the material is so magnificent that, you know, you could listen to those songs all day, really.
So you've added, talk about adding the jazz world with singers and Bernadette and Norm and then dancing. Talk about the combination.
Well, obviously we have Bernadette Peters. So now Bernadette is used to singing Steve Sondheim's songs in different styles. You know, she does them in concert. Norm, of course, as well as being Tony nominated, did Sondheim on Sondheim. So he's familiar with some of the material. And such a lovely guy. And then Jeremy Jordan, you know, terrific. And then Cyril, who's the girl who plays the younger woman in the piece, is a jazz singer. So we've been able to bring her into her style into it. So it's kind of Broadway meeting jazz in a way is what's happening. And then we have four fantastic dancers, including Elizabeth Parkinson, who's as good as it gets. And they... It's going to sound rather arty when I describe it to you, but they are the dance alter egos of the four characters, so that they jazz dance some of the jazz arrangements, because I felt it was important. You know, there have been so many Sondheim reviews, and I didn't want it to feel like a review. I wanted it to feel more of an event than that. And with jazz, you associate dance, so I felt it was important to have some kind of dance element in the piece. So it's just, you know, it's a mix. And as you know, with encores, you get like 2 minutes to put it together. So it was all very well sitting in my study working it out, but actually when you get up there, they're fast jobs, these. But that's part of the fun of encores. It definitely is.
Talk a little bit about the encores process, what you've enjoyed about it.
Well, I've done one before. I did Where's Charlie a couple of seasons ago, which I loved doing. I kind of like the speed, you know. Being British, we tend to do things much faster anyway. So, I've been doing shows a long time. So when I started my career, you did things in 2 weeks, you know. Thank goodness that's changed. But I like the pace. It's great if you have a good choreographer, and Parker, who's our choreographer in this, who I'd never worked with before, is absolutely wonderful. So if you share a vision with your choreographer on an encores, they can go into one room, you go into the other. David Loud, who's the musical supervisor I worked with on Sweeney Todd. So it feels familial in that sense. I like the building, and Jack Vitale's a great guy to work for. It's a very happy gig altogether.
What do you think audiences will take away from this, or what do you want them to take away from this?
I want them to hear the song sung in a way that may be unexpected, and I want them to feel that the songs can be taken out of context and put into another context and used as a storytelling device without doing the whole show. But also, it's just that mix of that great band with these songs and these singers. You just want people to feel inspired by that. I think that's what I want more than anything, really.